Don't play with it, don't be dishonest.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Sofa Talk, and in today's video it's basically a continuation of what we did last time, which is toxic relationship, what it is and things that we should expect in a toxic relationship. However, in today's video we're going to make it a bit spicy. So in today's video we're going to be discussing about healing from a toxic relationship, looking at the positive sides of it, right?
Yeah, that's what we're literally gonna be doing. Anyways,
I hope you guys are ready and it's gonna be fun.
yeah. So basically, I'm gonna take over from you, because because I'm gonna be in charge today.
That's
Because that was what you said.
That's fine.
You said I can take charge,
Yeah,
like
you
one
can.
after the other and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, we can do that.
Mhm.
Anyways, we're gonna talk about healing from a toxic relationship.
Mhm.
However, I want to ask you a question because some of our
Okay.
viewers and our listeners were like making suggestions that they okay, let me just ask you, what's your opinion about someone being in a toxic relationship? Do you think they should move from that relationship, like move on, or do you think they should stay there and try and convince the person or try and heal with that person? What do you think?
Sincerely, there's nothing to be convinced about. If it's toxic, then it's toxic, which means it's not good for you. So I'll personally say don't stay in that relationship. Because once you know it's toxic, you guys are not going to go anywhere because it's toxic. It's not good for you. So I'll advise that you just move. Don't even compromise, nothing. Don't try and compromise nothing.
That's literally the same thing that I
Yeah.
agree with you, because personally for me, I feel like there's no way you can convince someone to be nice to you. If someone is nice, you don't need to convince them to be nice to you or kind to you.
Yeah.
Or to value you. You understand? So that's one thing. I'm not going to tell anyone to stay in a toxic relationship. So even though some of our viewers are like, oh, how are they going to heal together, something like that? If someone wants to heal, let them heal on them
Yeah.
on their own. Sorry, let them heal on their own, and you heal on your own. You understand? That's how it's meant to be. You cannot heal someone when you're not okay as well. You understand? You cannot heal someone when you're broken.
Yeah.
You need to be well, you need to be okay for you to be able to heal that
someone
person
else.
or heal with that person. Understand?
And if you try to stay in that relationship, you're just gonna make it worse.
Yeah, the person is not even gonna
You're just
understand.
gonna make it worse
You're gonna
because they feel
convince
like they're
someone to heal.
comfortable. You're okay with it. So
Yeah, so okay, so basically I feel like before we even start talking about healing from a toxic relationship, I feel like we should start talking about what emotional trauma is, because that's what you're literally going to be facing after you leave that relationship. So, according to my research, emotional trauma comes from an intense, stressful event that affects your sense of security, which ends up leaving you helpless, like struggling with upsetting emotions, memories, and anxiety that literally won't go away. And that ends up making you feel numb, disconnected, and unable to trust people. So that's literally what it means.
makes sense.
So I wanted to talk about, we already know now what it is, what it is.
The scars.
So yeah, the scars, emotional scars. I wanted to talk about the different signs that you can tell that you've gone through an emotional trauma, or you have an emotional scar.
I always like to say based on experience.
Yeah.
Because it's good when you experience stuff and
Yeah.
say it out. But I would say the signs would be basically distancing yourself from other people.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to interact with other people. You just want to be isolated. You just want to be alone. You just want to be in your own space. Anger issues. You get angry very easily, even for no reason. You just
That's
get
true.
angry for no reason, and you kind of get stressed. You overthink. There's a whole lot to it.
And then there's also this one where you find it really, really hard to trust people.
Yeah.
You don't just trust people. Even aside from even relationship aspects of it, trusting people just generally, you find it really, really hard, and you're always on guard, ready to to go. You understand?
Yeah.
Anytime, you're always you're expecting something to happen, so you're always on guard.
And
so
also,
you don't really let people in.
I was thinking also you can get insecure.
Yeah, that's true.
You can really get
self-esteem.
it does affect your self-esteem. So sometimes you feel like, why is this happening? Maybe I'm not good enough.
Like probably you're blaming yourself.
You're
like,
blaming
self-blaming.
yourself. Basically, it's all about you're trying to make it look like you are the reason.
Like you made that thing
Yeah.
happen. When actually
So-
it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's that person's fault. I feel like, let me just say this here. Everybody is responsible for their own actions. You understand? So what I decide to do, it's my responsibility. My own action. My action is my responsibility. Your actions are your responsibility.
Yeah.
So how you decide to do it, it's up to you. How you decide to treat someone, it's up to you. But however, if someone really cares about you, they will like prioritize you.
Yeah.
They will cherish you. They will try not to hurt your feelings or even hurt you in any way. And also, like, let's get into this, yeah. What sentence, let me just ask you this.
Okay.
I don't know if you planned for it. Like, what sentence do you think that people, like toxic people, I'm not gonna say toxic, I don't wanna say toxic people, but like people that are like, is it narcissist or something like that?
Yeah.
Tend to use when they don't, when they want you to stay in that relationship, or when they don't want you to stay in that relationship, or they want you to like second guess yourself. Like what do you what comes in your mind?
Someone always say, "Oh, you're lucky to have me." Oh, you can't.
Oh, that
someone
one
like
gets
me.
me.
Like
What
that's
do you mean?
that's what they always say. You can't find someone like me, which gives you that
Like there's nothing out there.
which
Like
kind of
could
like
never get
manipulates
better.
you. It kind of make you feel like, oh yeah, maybe he's right. Maybe I cannot find anyone better than him or stuff like that. And it makes you. It basically traps you. It traps you in that toxic whatever that is. It traps you in it.
Yeah, it makes you not want to leave. That's
No.
true. For me, the one that I literally don't really understand is when you want to go out. Let's say you want to go out with your friends, and they tell you, I don't want you to go out. You know, it's not like I don't trust you, but I don't really trust them. Something like that. Cause sorry, if you don't like, you don't need to trust them. You just need to trust me. You understand? When there's lack of trust, you can sense the lack of trust and that like them trying to control you to like because one thing I believe in is that when you're in a relationship with someone, you have to leave that person to make their own decisions and like to have that choice of your decision making. Like if I want to go out, I'm not going. I'm not talking about you going clubbing till 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about like you going out with your friends. You understand? Even just letting that person make that decision, or let them make decisions when it comes to like the type of friends that they want to have. You can guide them. You can guide someone. You can tell someone, oh, I don't think this, da, 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 da. But you telling them, I don't trust them, doesn't really make sense to me. At the end of the day, they don't owe you anything, you know? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this, yeah. Have you ever felt so drained after spending time with someone? Like or spending time like with that person, like so drained to a point that you're like so happy to leave and just go be with or go talk like just leave them? No, I mean like forever. Like when you know when you're like, let's say today, yeah, you're with this person, you're talking with this person. However, you're just like you can't just wait to leave, something like that. You can't just wait to leave and go outside or go.
Yeah, in so many, I mean, in so many ways, but I just don't get what you're trying to say. But obviously,
I mean, like when you're like, let's say you're dating someone, yeah,
yeah,
and that person is a bit like not really nice to you, or like they're making you feel like really drained. They drain your energy. Like they stress you out. They always check in. Like they're always asking you, "Oh, where are you?" Or they're always asking you, "Let me check your phone. Let me this. Let me that. Let me that."
well, obviously, in so many cases, because some people can be really annoying.
Yeah.
And
they make you question yourself, right?
Yeah, they make you question yourself. Like even when you try to be nice, it always feels like they are the ones who are being nice instead of you. They try to act like you want nothing.
They try to second guess you.
Make you
They
look
make
like
you second guess yourself.
yeah, like second guess yourself. Basically, like am I doing my am I even trying?
Like they make you question even like
Yeah.
if you're doing something wrong, and most of the time they're actually the ones doing something wrong. But anyways,
Yeah, but they try to make them look good and make you look like you are whatever, like you are
you're the worst.
Yeah.
So basically, to our viewers, I'm gonna advise you. This is just like a personal advice that I do. Like whenever I'm sad or like something really affects me to a point that I literally cry, or like I'm so distressed, I'm so like uncomfortable, or I'm so like depressed. I tend to like write down like what that thing is, like what happened that made me feel that way, and also like the emotions that I felt, so that I will know like what triggered my emotions, what triggered me to feel that way. You understand? So try and write like your that experience, how you felt, how you're gonna be able to not like something not to trigger that feeling again. You understand? Anyways, let's move on to the actual main course of the
I was gonna
of this
say before we
episode.
get into that,
Yeah.
why don't you like say out the story that you have to say?
Oh, you mean? Oh yeah, guys, we've got a Reddit story that we
Yeah.
feel like the story kind of links to like what we're discussing. So I feel like if we read the story, and you can literally write your opinion down like in the comment section below.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if I listen, I struggle to read out loud, but I'm going to try as much as possible to do it, and I'm going to bring my laptop closer to me because I don't want to struggle. I'm going to add the actual story so you can go find it on Reddit. So it literally says, me and my boyfriend have been together for multiple years now. No, multiple years now. We've had our ups and downs, but it never seems to change. I've I've just recently moved in with him. We both work full time. We try to plan dates so we aren't just seeing each other at home. But he always cancels on me. Understand?
Mm.
And just sits on his phone at home whenever his friends ask him to do something. He's out in a second. Like he's literally just the minute his friends ask him to do something, he's outside.
He's available.
Yeah, he's available. But he's been canceling on me because he can't be bothered.
Mm.
But he can stay up. He can stay up playing games with his mate constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly. And she said, I pay for everything in our relationship. And every time I try to bring how he makes me feel, he shuts me out and makes me feel less than a person. I just want him to put me first. I don't know if I'm being if I'm being needy or something. I just feel so alone in the relationship, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's literally like.
So he's literally just neglecting her.
It makes me feel so bad listening to that.
It's so sad.
Because you are in a relationship. You cannot make time for your partner yet. You make time for friends. You make time for your phone, but not the person that you're in a
And it always
relationship
go
with.
when they want, like when your friends want you around.
That is so bad. Anyway, so what's the question?
So basically, she said she doesn't know what to do. Me, like, what's your advice? Let me just ask you first.
She doesn't know what to do. If that was me, I mean, it's a hard thing to do. We all can say whatever, but sometimes it can be.
Opinion, right?
Yeah, it's just my opinion, but it can be really difficult as well. But what I would say, if you are in a relationship like that, like the signs are clear, like you can see that this is it.
Yeah.
Your eyes are open to it. There's no excuse about it. You know this is it. It's toxic already. Because how can someone make time for his phone or their phones and friends, but not their partner? Like that's just off.
Given like they don't prioritize you.
No, they don't prioritize you. Like you're nothing. In fact, you're worth nothing to do. You're not important. Rather, the phone is more important than you, and the friends are more important than you. And that should not. It shouldn't be like that in a relationship. So if you're having that, I'll advise like. Yeah. Obviously, communication, like we said in the previous video, yeah, communicate with that person. This is what you're doing, and I don't like it. If that person still persists on doing the same thing, then it's time. It's time for you to know you have to leave. It's hard, like I said, it's difficult.
Yeah, that's true.
But at the end of the day, it's time for you to know, I have to leave. This is for your own good. Yeah, you have to leave.
And she's paying for everything. That's the bit that really gets me confused.
She's
like
paying everything.
So if you say you're paying for everything, I don't know I don't even understand what she means by they've been together for multiple years. I want to understand like how many years have you guys been together?
Well, let's say more than 5 because it's multiple. Like
yeah,
it's a lot.
Also, yeah, Rugi's like that's your suggestion.
Yeah, this is a suggestion. But yeah.
And also, like you're saying you're paying for everything. I want to understand. Are you the one like paying for like the dates, like whenever he cancels on you, or if in general you pay for everything, like in terms of like where you guys live, rent, whatever, like yada yada yada.
Well, based on what you've read, she says she pays for everything. So
probably
we're just gonna say everything is everything, yeah.
Yeah.
So she pays for everything, which is not good.
It's not really good.
It's
like, how
good.
can you move in with someone and then you're the one paying all the bills?
The worst part of it is that
he works full time.
Exactly. You know she's paying all the bills, yet you don't give her attention. Like you are
ungrateful.
Ungrateful as well.
Very, very ungrateful. So just like Rookie said, that's literally gonna be my advice as well. Try and have a conversation with him. Well, she said she's already tried that, but it didn't work. But just try one more time before you make your big decision.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you communicate, or when something is disturbing you and you're talking to your partner, you just don't do it one time, because it's not, you just cannot. For example, it's just like having a baby. You don't teach them something in a day. You have to keep doing it. But I'm not. It's a different thing when it comes to a relationship. It's just an excuse. I mean, it's just an example. So if you're in a relationship, obviously things are not going well.
Yeah.
You talk to your partner, not once, maybe twice, and if they're still persisting on doing the same thing, then it's time for you to leave. So, ladies, please, if you're in a situation like that, you get to pay the bills, yet you don't get attention, yet he doesn't care for you. It doesn't prioritize you. You know he's number one.
And you feel alone.
His phone is number one. You feel lonely. Like, why are you in that relationship in the first place if you don't find happiness? Because relationship is meant to be. I mean, everything is
meant to do
be
things together.
Yeah.
It
I'm
shouldn't
not
just be
saying everything is bright and beautiful. Obviously, you're gonna have
Fights.
some fights and stuff, but you're meant to be happy still.
You're meant to be happy in that relationship.
You're meant to be happy still.
Because it's your choice.
Yeah.
No one forced you to be in that relationship. So it's your choice. And your choice, like all your choices are meant to make you like happy.
Mm-hmm.
So you staying there is like, what are you even doing? Like if you're not happy there, don't stay there. Because at the end of the day, one thing that's like really, really important to me, like peace of mind and my happiness. If I'm not happy there, I'm leaving.
If you're not having a peace of
mind, I'm leaving.
Then why are you there?
If I don't feel valued, I'm leaving. If I don't feel like I'm being prioritized, I'm leaving. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing the same thing for you. I prioritize you. That's why I'm literally making all those date nights for you. And if you don't see that as something that's important, then toodles. Adios.
Just want to bring up an example. So when you're in a situation like that, you just have to remember, relationship can lead to marriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would be a lifetime commitment. It would be a lifetime commitment. So when you're in a situationship like
that's a situation.
When you're in a situationship, thinking you're in a relationship, you have to consider the fact that if I stay with this person, we're gonna have kids, and at the end of the day, once you have a child with a guy or with a man, you're gonna have that connection still.
You're never gonna leave him, and forget about everything.
You're not gonna cut that connection. Even if you decide to divorce or break up, whatever,
you're still gonna be part of your life.
That connection. So make sure, even before you get to marry someone or say yes to someone,
or get pregnant for someone,
you have to think about, is this person really worth it? Is this person gonna make my kids proud? Is this person gonna make time for my kids?
Prioritize you. How is it gonna prioritize your kid?
Exactly. If he's not prioritizing you.
Literally, I have something similar I'm going to talk about here. I literally read this story online. It's similar to this one. Mm-hmm. However, this person she already had like a kid for this person. Yeah. And the guy literally comes back from work, stays at home, playing game, not even paying attention to the baby. And she cannot even leave the house. And she's working as well, doing part-time job, as well as looking after a newborn baby. And the guy doesn't even try to even change the baby's diaper. I'm not even joking. So this just says that when a person shows you who they are, having a kid doesn't change that person. You doing whatever, you can never, you don't force someone to change. Yeah. People change on their own. So you cannot force him to change. Yeah. So all you're going to do is this: have a conversation with him. If he doesn't prioritize you, if he doesn't see that conversation as anything worth like having, then you try and leave. Because
it's hard, but try.
It's lonely. You're literally in that relationship alone, and he's not there.
First impression really matters.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So before you go having a baby with someone, please think about, or even marrying someone, think about that. Because if they don't prioritize you today or now, they won't prioritize you tomorrow or any time.
They won't do it for your kid either.
No, they won't care about your baby either.
You want your baby to be happy.
Your kids to be happy.
Baby to grow in a toxic environment like that's
where
bad.
That doesn't prioritize you.
No.
Anyways,
so like get into the main discussion of the healing process again. That was just a warm up.
Wanted to give you like something that you can like relate to or think about. Mm-hmm. So what are you gonna say? Okay, so basically we're gonna talk about self-care like practices, because when you leave that relationship, when you've noticed how you're feeling, like when you've acknowledged your feelings and everything like that, you need to start thinking about what you're gonna do, like self-care practices. Yeah. So for me, I feel like let's start with like physical like self-care.
Okay.
Like, what's your advice, like, that person to do? Like, what's your advice for that person to do, like, for them to heal physically?
Physically, I would say work on yourself, which is building yourself.
Mm-hmm.
For example, me, if when obviously I've been in that situation, so for me, I find it easier when I go to gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like walk on my
Like
body, work on
exercise.
myself, exercise. Sometimes you can go for running and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because it ends up, like, when you leave that relationship, it
it
makes you feel insecure, right?
yeah, it makes you feel insecure. So to build that confident again, you have to maybe for me, I hit the gym, maybe go for a run if
Yeah.
you like to run.
Mm-hmm.
Just just go out there basically. I don't know what to say, but
No, listen, sincerely speaking, what you said is so true. Like, most of the time when you leave a relationship, it makes you question yourself, like, what's wrong with me? Why is it that he
you
didn't
feel ugly.
he didn't want me? Like,
You feel
what,
ugly.
yeah,
You
especially when
ugly.
you didn't leave out of your own will, like
Yeah.
you left because that person didn't like care for you or didn't even care about your feelings. So it makes you question yourself, like there's something wrong with you, why he didn't want you. It's very, very normal. It happens to like mostly when you leave a relationship, that's how you feel. You understand?
So make sure you hit the gym,
Hit the gym,
go for a run, go for a walk,
like
work on yourself,
exercise wise.
build that body, yeah? Keep it fit.
And me personally, I'm gonna talk about like your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Try and have like a healthy diet because I know that after leaving that relationship, you're gonna be so stressed out. Like eating
You don't even
food,
want to eat.
you don't even want to eat. But I'm gonna tell you,
Mhm.
please eat your food. Eat your food. Eat like foods like diets that are like rich in like nutrients. Eat like something that has like omega-3 in it, like fatty acid. Omega-3 fatty acid that really helps you, like it literally helps you reduce like your stress, like stress hormones and stuff like that. It helps reduce depression hormones, I think, something like that. I'm not like
We're not experts.
we're not
Yeah?
experts,
We're not
so
experts.
we're just giving you advice that
Yeah.
we did our research, and also we're talking from like experience and stuff like that. So you can either take our advice or like leave
Let's
it.
go to the next one.
Also, you have to try and sleep, darling. Don't let anybody disturb your sleep. Even if you're crying, when you finish crying, please go to bed and sleep.
So talking about sleep,
Yeah.
because sometimes when people are having breakup and stuff,
Yeah.
for them to heal, they kind of sleep a lot, but actually it's not helping.
Yeah.
Because
You're
you're
hiding away.
depreciating yourself even more and you're kind of like isolating. You're trying to hide that pain instead of expressing it. So it goes away, you keep it in.
Mhm.
So I'll advise, yeah, you can sleep. It's good to sleep. However, don't overdo it. Don't be on don't
Like,
be
do
don't
a
be on your bed
balance.
24/7.
Be balanced. Like,
Don't be on your bed 24/7.
don't stay up
No.
till don't stay up. Don't have like insomnia. I know that insomnia can be it depends. Sometimes people have it like out of like a medical condition, but however, some people tend to not go to sleep because they're like stressed out. Try as much as possible to have like a sleep schedule. Don't just deprive yourself, like sleep deprive yourself.
No, you can sleep, but what I'm saying,
Not to do it too much.
don't sleep
Not to do it too
24/7.
much, and please do it.
Just
Like,
so
like
that
sleep.
just so that you get stuff off your mind. Sleeping
I don't like
throughout is not gonna it's not gonna get it off your mind.
What I'm
Basically.
trying to say, Rick, is the fact that some people, when they break up, when they leave that relationship, they
Yeah.
tend to not be able, like, they tend to not sleep because they like literally constantly, because your mind is constantly thinking,
Yeah, so
thinking
you
about the
can
memories and
sleep,
stuff
but
like that.
don't
Sleep
try to
your
yeah.
normal schedule sleep,
Yeah.
your normal schedule of sleeping, but however,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you don't overdo it. Don't sleep to a point that you're trying to escape from reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what's really going on in your life.
Yeah.
You need to acknowledge that feeling. You need to acknowledge that pain, that thing that happened to you. So we're gonna talk, that's the physical aspect of your healing process. That's our advice that we're gonna give to you. And also your energy level. Try and eat like fruits, vegetables that will help you like make you they'll help you sustain your energy. You need that because if you don't have energy, you don't have enough energy, it's gonna affect you, like your daily like your daily life. So yeah, that's the physical aspect of it. So guys, really, why are you laughing?
I don't know.
Anyways, we're gonna talk about the the emotional side of your self-care. So I'm gonna ask you, like, what do you think that helps when you've gone through that situation, like what do you think that helps you get through it, like emotionally?
Well, emotionally, and looking at the fact that you're trying to heal yourself from that breakup, I would say to you, obviously, you have to acknowledge the situation. You have to know that this is this. It has already happened. Like, it's reality. You have to accept the reality.
true.
Yeah. Don't try to escape it. Once it's there, accept it.
And your feelings
And
as
your
well.
feelings really matters, which means you have to talk to someone you trust. Just don't keep it to yourself. Because sometimes when you keep stuff to yourself, it can affect you even more.
Yeah.
But if you explain or share your problems with someone that you can trust or someone you can relate to, and then you try to reduce that pain and that stress.
You're literally skipping to the social aspect of it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
But we're talking about emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a support system. I don't want us to get into like the support system bit.
When you get like, if you're talking about emotions as well, emotions links with being socializing as well. Like, I don't know how to say it, but like,
yeah, it literally affects your emotions. Can affect your social life because you tend to not want to go out or even
because,
with your
for
family.
example, if I'm in my room, I'm stressed about something and I'm keeping it to myself, it's gonna affect me even more than me sharing it with someone. So if you're talking about emotions, obviously you're gonna link it with social aspect as well. So
yeah, definitely it's linked. Definitely,
yeah,
it's definitely linked because it literally affects you to a point that you're literally scared of like socializing with like people, or you just like want to stay on your own.
So get it off your brain, get it off your head. Don't keep it to yourself. That's one thing I would say. And also, I don't know, but
basically, I'm gonna say like you avoiding the shame, like suppressing that feeling. I don't want to say shame, like suppressing that feeling that it never happened. Understand? That doesn't really help.
which is
Like similar to what you said. Similar to what you said. Like
Yeah.
like some people tend to not only suppress the feeling, sometimes they tend to like blame themselves as well. Like they're like the reason why it happened.
Don't blame
Understand?
yourself.
Like feeling guilt that they maybe I could have done
Yeah.
something that would work. I could have done something that would make him like me. I could have done something like that.
Yeah.
It's not up to you. You understand? You tried your best. If no one is gonna tell you this, you tried your best, and if it didn't work, focus on yourself. Heal. Don't start thinking about what you could have done or what you can do better. Whatever. Don't think about that. Like focus on the aspect of you healing. Forget about your guilt.
And I would say, do things that makes you happy.
Definitely.
If going out makes you happy, then go out. If having a cup of coffee makes you happy, then have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, like me, I love watching movies. Like me,
watch movies.
I watch movies to suppress my emotions. Not suppress, like they make me happy. Anyways, I watch movies because one thing I can relate. I feel like I'm in that movie. And that's what helps me out. It takes me out of my reality and takes me into that movie.
Yeah, and when you watch stuff, for example, some people like to watch movie.
Yeah.
Which get their mind off whatever.
Like off your problems. So just do your problem. Yeah, do whatever thing that helps you heal. Yeah. And also I'm gonna talk about this one that's called like emotional release, which is like crying. For me, I see crying as one important thing because it literally helps you like release that pain. That's why when something happens to me, I will never, especially when it gets me to that point where like I feel like crying, I'd rather go in the bathroom and cry my eyes out, like bawl my eyes out, and then come out and then looking stronger than me suppressing that feeling and just acting as if nothing happened.
Okay, just a quick joke here.
Yeah.
It was when I came to the UK that I know that crying is okay. Because when you cry, you're crying, darling. Do you want some tissue?
People are always there to offer you tissue.
They are encouraging you to cry.
They're not stopping you from crying.
Don't stop crying.
They don't tell you hold it back. No, they're like you want tissue. And I'm like, or sometimes they don't even ask you. You just see someone go grab a tissue
the first time someone did that to me, I got offended for some reason. I thought they don't care. I was like, I'm crying, and you give me tissue to cry more. Like, oh, it's okay, darling, you can cry. Yeah, it's actually good to cry. You can actually cry, but
it's not a bad thing. It's quite nice. It really helps you heal.
It helps you to express that feeling. So cry as much as you want, because then when you cry, you lift up the burden. Basically, you get that burden off your chest. So cry as much as you want, darling. Okay. So guys, just a quick what do I
PS.
say? Just a quick. What?
PS.
Just a quick
Point,
PS.
like PS, like something like that.
Okay, guys, just a quick PS. We are not going in depth of every single example that we're saying right now. We're just giving you a few of them. So don't think that is all you can do.
Go
If you want
online.
to have more understanding of what to do if you're in a situation like that, always do your research, yeah, and ask questions as well. So this is just something brief. So please don't come at us, okay?
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about how you can help build that resilience, like how you can help heal like properly. In order for you to heal, you need to start managing like your emotions. Sorry, I'm gonna move this mic.
Yeah.
You need to start like managing your emotions. If you don't learn how to manage your emotions, you will start crying like in the middle of the streets. You understand? And you make people look at you weird.
No,
You understand?
that's not good.
It will make you feel embarrassed.
That's not what we meant
So
by
you
crying,
need to
please.
you need to start like try as much as possible to learn. Like you can go online and find out more about these things, but we're just giving you like a point. Try as much as possible to be able to learn how to manage your emotions, be it sadness or like anxiety, depression, and don't let depression weigh you down to a point that you cannot get up in the morning and eat food or do your basic human things that you need to do. Sorry, I'm struggling. I know the word, but it just left my head.
I'll just say, let your weakness be your strength.
Yeah, let your weakness be your strength. Yeah,
Let
sure.
your weakness motivate you to be the better version of you. Okay? Don't let your weakness put you down. Rather, let it increase you and everything.
And also like sharing what I sharing this mic is too close to my face. Sharing what you've gone through really helps promote vulnerability. It helps other people, like when you know that people have been through like similar situation that you've been through, it really helps you heal properly because you know that it's not just you or that guilt that you're feeling. It tends to make you not feel like you literally be able to understand that, oh, so it's not just me then. Or, oh, yeah, so my emotions are valid then. If that person said they went through the same thing, that means I'm not like crazy or something like that. You understand?
Yeah. So you talking about that, something just clicked in my head.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, since we're talking about healing, it can be healing from a guy, healing from a girl.
Yeah.
So in this case, we're just looking at which I'm just gonna be talking at I'm just going to be talking in the perspective of a girl, for example.
Yeah.
So let's say healing process could be blocking that person,
Yeah. That's true.
cutting off communication. It's hard to do, but once you do it, you get used to it. But you're not gonna have someone on your contacts.
Please don't block them.
You're not gonna have someone. Yeah, people intend to do that, block and unblock, which kind of make you.
And you're
also
checking
look-
their socials.
It kind of makes you look don't good. So when you're healing, guys, stop checking on your socials, please, because the more you check, the more you get attached, and it's not good for you. So please block, erase them, delete them, whatever you can. Just do it.
Yeah, and
Please.
stop doing things to impress them or for them to think about you.
I feel like girls intend to do that more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about. Basically, when a guy doesn't talk to us, we try to go out there, post whatever thing to get.
That's the time you see that person looking their best, and the reason why they're looking their best is for that person. Don't you ever do that, darling. Don't you ever do that. Like, don't try and look good to impress anyone. Like, look good for yourself.
You can post your stuff, but try to get the intention that you're posting it for yourself, not because you want to impress him. Because once you get that intention, you're not going away. You're still gonna be stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, work on yourself, girl. Post your posts. Let anybody see it.
If
When
he wants to see it, let him see it.
share the news. He's gonna cry. He's gonna come crying. But when he comes, you're already gone. You're already gone.
Yeah.
And
please, can we just say this? Let me just say this because we're literally getting to the end of this video because we've literally talked about literally everything that we like know that you should do. Yeah. Please, I'm begging you. Yeah, don't go back to your ex. Don't go back to your ex. He or she is an ex for a reason. You understand? If they're an ex, let them stay ex. You know, like ex. exit your life. They've exited your life. They shouldn't come back in your life. That's why they're an ex. So don't be there posting pictures or doing whatever to get their attention. And immediately they're back and they're like, what's up? What's up, mama? And you're there like, oh my god, what you doing to me? Like, don't do that, please. I'm begging
But
you.
yeah,
I'm begging you, please don't go back to your ex, because I swear down, there's nothing there. You understand? Especially when the relationship didn't like you didn't leave like mutually, like it wasn't like a mutual decision. It was like a decision that you had to make for you to prioritize yourself. You understand? If it's that relationship where you guys decided that okay, we should leave because we have our dreams and goals like to achieve, we feel like we're gonna hold each other back, you can go back to your ex if he wants you back.
yeah, because that's a
If you
different
want,
situation.
yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
If it's from a toxic relationship, and the thing is that with toxic relationship, people tend to go back. People tend to go back. But I'm telling you this, you going back doesn't change anything. And it's gonna affect your healing process. It's gonna affect you like taking care of yourself, like your self-care. It's gonna affect it's gonna affect everything. You're gonna go back to your old life, where you felt so alone, isolated, depressed, with anxiety, with low self-esteem, with so much insecurities. So you going back to them takes you back to that place. And I know very, very well that you love that guy, how he looks, how he talks to you, his like toxic traits. You might be like, oh my god, yeah, I love the way he looks at me. I love the way he treats me sometimes. Maybe that's not how you're meant to be treated. That's not how you're meant to be treated in the first place. So stop going back to that person that makes you feel like shite. Please. Yeah.
So, guys, my advice for you would be you have to embrace your feeling, seek support, and obviously work on your mental self, your physical self, your emotions. Do whatever makes you happy, but don't do things that would destroy you, because some things makes you happy but it also destroys you. So make sure you think carefully about what you want to do and things to do, and try as much as possible to work on your self-esteem, your self-worth, your confidence, and be that proud lady and be that queen that you are, and don't let anybody put you down. Because girl, be that king or queen that you are, and don't let anyone put you down, because you are worth it. You are everything. So don't let anybody put you down. You're amazing. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
So basically, I wanna say this before we end this video. I want you to try as much as possible to have a safe space, and please try and be around people that validate like your experience. Try and have a role model that you look up to, like in a way that really helps you like appreciate yourself more. So yeah. So just do those things. That's like an advice that I feel like that will guide you towards that self-care. And also have family and friends like hold you up to your goal. Yeah.
You're missing out something. Most importantly, I would say to you, love yourself. Love
Definitely.
yourself so much, because once you start loving every bit of you,
you're not gonna let someone treat you like
you're not gonna let anyone treat you like
shit.
Yeah. So please make sure whatever you do, put yourself first and always love yourself. That's a key.
Yeah. So that's it really. Yeah, that's the end of this beautiful, beautiful episode. We enjoyed it. And secondly, I want to say something before we end this video. I want you to know that according to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, 50% of people that go through like domestic violence tend to report emotional abuse first. So just for you to know, before it gets violent, before it literally gets to that point where they're hitting you physically, it gets emotional. Like they literally attack you, or they 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 literally stress you out emotionally first. They weigh you down emotionally first before they get physical. So if that thing is happening now where they don't value you, they don't take you seriously, they treat you like shit, just know that you're not just overthinking it. It's actually happening. So please don't let it get to that violent side where they're hitting you. Try as much as possible to leave as soon as possible. Okay? That's what I want you to know before we wrap this up. What do you want to say, Ricky?
I just want to say, I enjoyed this video. I'm sure Khadija did. If you did as well, make sure you comment down below. And if there's any specific thing that you want us to talk about, we are always open up to anything that you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
So please, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you're subscribed, like and share, comment whatever you want to comment.
Yeah, and we're gonna try as much as possible for this to be on Spotify.
Yeah.
So you can listen while you're driving, listen while you're in the shower,
When it's
listen
there,
whenever you want to.
them.
Yeah,
When
definitely.
it's out there for me, guys. So thank you so much
for
for watching, guys,
guys.
and see you in the next video.
Thank you. Love you. It's a wrap. Love you. Mwah. Healing process.
All right, bye,
Bye.
guys. See you in the next video.
Emotional trauma comes from emotional trauma comes from an intense, stressful event. Okay.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to another sofa talk. I don't know. I'm lost. No,
Welcome to another episode of the Sofa Talk. Yeah.
Wait.
You cannot be embarrassing me like this.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. Stop. It's time to be serious.
Okay, sorry. Okay, talk.
When you're ready, let me know. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Look, you don't have to repeat the same thing I'm saying. Yes.
Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Stop. Okay, hi.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to another. Hi.
Yeah.
I thought I knew kind of move. Okay, stop. Please.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm gonna stop talking.